How do students take into account their audience? ACBE 100, Semester 2, 2010. We added this short film as a complement of our presentation. This short movie is divided in 3 parts. The first parts are 2 examples of presentation delivered by the good Lara. One is much more better than the other. We can see what are the difference.
Tool for all consumers to find what they're looking for. That's why it's really
Why don't we approve these?
The second part are several scenes of Steve Jobs' presentations in WWDC 2010. We can see how he took good use of the keynotes and how he influenced the audience.
$5 billion down.
Prime Minister?
The third part is a small shortcut of a movie called Love Actually by Hugh Grant. He plays the Prime Minister of the United Kingdom.
Relationship. A relationship based on the president taking...
Now let's move to London and see how Royal made just a couple of small changes and can make a huge improvement of a presentation. We can learn how to make a presentation much more confident, clear and impactful.
Okay, Laura, so what I'd like you to do now is just to do a short presentation, just a little sound bite, maybe 30, 40 seconds. And I think you're going to do it about something relating to marketing, is that right?
That's right.
Okay, over you go.
I work in search engine marketing. I make sure that the website for the company goes really high up in things like Google because it's really important for the company to be seen by lots of people because then people will buy stuff. It's really important, and so I do things like making sure there are lots of keywords on the page and making sure there's no duplication between pages, and there are lots of things that you can do, and it's really important, and yeah, that's it.
Okay, Laura, thanks very much for that. That was fantastic. So what I'm going to do is give you a bit of feedback now, and then I'm going to ask you in a moment just to do it again with some improvements. First thing to say is I think the content was fantastic. If you saw that written down, it would sound tremendous. You said all the right things. But I think maybe there's some ways in the delivery we could get that across a little bit more. You just look a little bit kind of uncomfortable, as if you don't really care about what you're talking about. So I think perhaps just as you look at the camera, just be a bit more excited about it, and just imagine that you're not just trying to get some information across, but you're trying to get fire people's imaginations when you do it. Mm-hmm. So just look into the audience and just project it a little bit more. Let the hands come up. Okay. So I think it's as much a mindset thing as a body thing. Once you start to do that, I think you'll find it so much more engaging. So don't change the content, but it's the delivery that needs to be improved. Do you want to have a go at that?
Sure.
Okay.
Imagine life without search engines. A few years ago, they wouldn't even have existed, and we didn't know what they were. But now, they're an essential tool for all consumers to find what they're looking for. That's why it's really, really vital for all companies to invest in search engine marketing and search engine optimization. There are a few key tips for how you can make sure that your website is really high up in the search engines and that you're therefore found by anybody that wants to buy your product. For example, you need to make sure that the relevant keywords are really high on the page. This means that the search engines can find the relevant pages for the person that's looking. You also need to make sure that your content is fresh, that it's renewed regularly, and that it isn't duplicated between several pages. Those are just a few tips to get you started.
Laura, that was great. You really projected your personality there. One of the things we've talked about is the audience will tend to feel what you feel. Mm-hmm. So you're kind of in charge of their emotional state. And there you projected positive energy, and that's what, as you look at the audience, you could see how they were responding to you. And a lot of other things happened. Your hands came out, you had a smile on your face, and even the content changed, which it often does when you're doing that. You were so much more positive, you were selling the benefits. Mm-hmm. So it's just that one small change about how you feel about what it is you're talking about makes a very big difference to the impact that you can have and the influence you'll have over your audience. So I thought that was absolutely fantastic.
Now let's go to San Francisco to see the hero of Apple company, Steve Jobs, to see how his presentation takes into account his audience by the sympathy's keynote and figures.
Thanks, I think. We have got a great conference for you guys this week. Sold out in 8 days. Over 1,000 Apple engineers that'll be here this week. A few updates to start with. iPad, 1 every 3 seconds. In 10 countries today, we're going to be in 19 by the end of July. 8,500 native iPad apps in the App Store. Downloaded over 35 million times. 5 billion downloads, $1 billion. Black and white, $199 in the US, and $299, a 32 gigabyte model. This is our new lineup, and these go on sale. June 24th, we're going to be shipping in 5 countries. In July, we're going to be shipping in 18 more countries. In August, we're going to add 24 more countries. September, we're going to add 40 more. At the end of September, we are shipping in 88 countries. This is our new baby. I hope you love it as much as we do. Thank you very much.
Now everybody, let's head back to Tim Dunstry to see how Hugh Grant in the movie to use his powerful words and sense of humor to influence his audience.
Yes, Peter.
Mr. President, has it been a good visit?
Very satisfactory indeed. We got what we came for, and our special relationship is still very special.
Prime Minister?
I love that word relationship. Covers all manner of sins, doesn't it? I fear that this has become a bad relationship. A relationship based on the President taking exactly what he wants and casually ignoring all those things that really matter to Britain. We may be a small country, but we're a great one too. Country of Shakespeare, Churchill, the Beatles, Sean Connery, Harry Potter, David Beckham's right foot, David Beckham's left foot, come to that. And a friend who bullies us is no longer a friend. And since bullies only respond to strength, from now onward, I will be prepared to be much stronger. And the President should be prepared for that.
Now, I think it's the time to back home. Thank you all very much. Thank you.